What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Truthcast TV. And today I'm going to go over how, well, the United States health officials are full of shit. How they're spreading lies, fake news, all that good shit, and flake numbers, trying to make Kratom out to be like spice or like bath salts. When actually, I've been taking Kratom for about 4 years now, almost. I've took up to 10 grams in one day before. And the only thing it did to me was take my pain away, make me feel good, take some inflammation away in my back, and made me sleep like a baby later that night. Now, there's 5 million users of Kratom that we know of in America. And all 5 million of them people say it's basically saved their life because they was on a heavy opioid addiction before they found Kratom and was able to kick that opioid addiction. Now, anytime you start taking money from these big pharmaceutical companies, and that's when our government's going to come in and try to ban whatever the hell, or whatever it is. That's when they're going to come in and try to stop it. Because it's taking money from their Suboxone clinics and from their methadone clinics. The government only gives you about 2 options to get off of opioids or heroin. And that's to put you on some more of them, like methadone and Suboxones. So that way you're not only forking out hundreds of dollars a week, thousands of dollars a month, but you're creating another habit that years down the road, however long you plan on staying on the methadone or the Suboxone, you're going to go through one hell of a withdrawal just like you would from the heroin, from the morphine, the Oxycontins, the Roxys, the Percocets, the whatever the hell, Vicodins. You're going to go through even a worse withdrawal than you would from them pain medicines on methadone and Suboxone. So basically the government just trades one habit for another. And it's because if they cured people, then they would never make no money. Okay, if they cured herpes, they would never make no money. The money comes in suppressing diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, herpes. The money comes in suppressing them and giving you medication to control them, but not cure them. So you'll have to keep coming back and buying medication. Okay? So basically what the United States health officials are doing right now is trying to inflate numbers so they can get Kratom banned. They've already banned it in one county in Florida. They're trying in another, and it's just going to be a domino effect where they get the parents all riled up saying that their kids are dying from it and all this good shit, and then the parents get, Senate members, Congress members, and everybody else riled up about it, and then it gets banned. That's how shit works. But anytime an all-natural supplement comes along that's relatively cheap, that you can purchase right at your local head shop, that's actually curing people's anxiety, depression, pain pill addiction, and much, much more, well, then they can't have that because that's taking money out of their pockets. But let's just read what they're talking about right here. United States health officials say overdose deaths involving the herbal supplement Kratom are more commonly than previously reported. A government report released Thursday said Kratom was a cause of 91 overdose deaths in 27 states, said they knew of 44 nationally before they're saying 91. Most who died had also taken heroin, fentanyl, or other drugs. But Kratom was the only substance detected in 7 of the deaths. 7. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported the numbers after combing through death certificates and toxicology reports from an 18-month period. 18 months. That's as long as they've been researching this drug. Okay, Kratom comes from a plant native to Southeast Asia. It is sold in capsules and powders with claims that it helps ease pain, anxiety, and drug dependence, because it does. Officials say it causes euphoric effects like the opioid drugs behind the current nationwide overdose epidemic. The one that our pharmaceutical companies created, the ones that the doctors pushed and the government helped push. But anyway, I digress. Let's hear what they're saying about it.
In a decision to ban the herbal supplement drug Kratom in St. Johns County is now up to state officials. Just a short time ago, county commissioners voted to have that state vote on whether or not to ban it in St. Johns County. On your side's Troy Kless was at today's meeting. He has more tonight.
Many people came to voice their opinions in support of using Kratom. Some people even went as far to say that Kratom saved their life and helped them kick an opiate addiction.
One of those St. Johns County residents is Shiloh Franklin.
She turned to Kratom after she wanted a natural treatment recovering from a back surgery.
I was very determined to come off of the opiates, and Kratom was just a tool that I used to do that. So it's since that time, I'm a completely different person.
She was one of several people who lined up for public comment to discuss Kratom, many of them saying that Kratom has pain-killing benefits. They also believe it should not be lumped with the dangers of other drugs. There is no federal or state ban on Kratom, and only one other county has banned the sale of Kratom in Florida. Franklin says she supports regulating the plant and not denying it to an estimated 5 million people nationwide that use it.
Well, instantly, it's going to make me a criminal overnight. And for somebody that's never been arrested and has always been on the right side of the law, that's a big concern for me.
I also talked with the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office to see how this would impact their law enforcement of Kratom, and they say, of course, they will uphold any and all laws that the county enforces, but they also say that this could be new territory for their deputies.
Well, there you have it. So at least, like I said, this is the reason why I said the Associated Press did a good job on this story. They put out this story 21 hours ago because they showed the other side of Kratom, the side where people, it's saved their fucking life, basically. But now think about this: 5 million people use Kratom. That's that they know of. There's probably millions and millions more. Think about how much money 5 million people would be if they were in Suboxone clinics and methadone clinics, forking out hundreds of dollars a week, up to thousands of dollars a month. Okay, think about that. I did a little bit more research. So right here on my phone, I'm looking at the National Institute on Drug Abuse. They reported in 2017 40,000 deaths from opioid addiction, from opioids. Okay, and in 2018 they reported 70,000 overdose deaths from opioids. We're talking about in an 18-month period that they're claiming only seven people have died. Only 7 of the deaths, people just solely had Kratom in their system. No heroin, fentanyl, or anything. So they say. It's more like 0. Kratom's as dangerous as marijuana is. And if you've ever smoked marijuana and you know what I'm talking about, then you know it's almost impossible to die from smoking marijuana. And this is coming from somebody who's took Kratom, who takes Kratom. This isn't coming from somebody who's never took Kratom, who's just, against the government or something. I mean, any of my subscribers never heard of Dr. Zeeby. He was an all-natural herbalist that healed people of AIDS, herpes, diabetes, you name it. And he started making claims in a newspaper in New York. Well, of course, the federal government's not going to allow that to happen. So they come and swoop them up like they have 2,000 other people who's made them claims. The only difference is Dr. Zeeby brought up to 70 people to court where he documented people who had AIDS, cancer, and a list of other ailments that he cured. And he was the only man to ever beat our federal government. They've got over a 95%, 92% conviction rate. Dr. Zeeby beat him. He proved that he cured cancer, AIDS. Over 70 patients showed up to Superior Court when he was being tried by our federal government, and he beat them. So if you've never done any research on Dr. Zeeby, I suggest you go do so. He died about 3 years ago. I'm not even going to get into that and on how he died and all that stuff, but it's definitely not right. But I'll save that for another video for another day. But anytime you have especially a plant, an all-natural plant curing people of such ailments as opioid addiction, then of course they got to swoop in and say, hey, you're taking money out of our pockets now. So they fabricate stories and they fabricate numbers, and that's how stuff gets banned, and that's how America works, and that's just how shit goes. But I digress. Any of my subscribers that's ever took Kratom, comment, let me know how you feel about it. If you've never took Kratom and you think it is bad, comment and let me know about it. But this is your boy Kid from Truthcast TV. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll see y'all Monday. Stay woke, and I'm out.